That's all that's what we've got to do, okay? And if we do that, then we can have that world. That world is attainable, but it's really God that's helping us. So it's not by human means that we can overturn this system, but it's by the hand of God. It's by the hand of God helping us and showing us that you have the power through the knowledge and the truth. And that's the giver of the knowledge and the truth. But you never be content if you think in your mind you're okay with the suffering of other people as long as it's not your suffering. You never will be okay. Okay, that it's just a matter of fact. Because remember, we're brothers and sisters. We've got one set of parents. And when your parents see you, brother, you sister, neglecting the needs of this brother, this sister that's suffering, when you can do something, at least speak out. Even if you don't have any money, no power in this world, no wherewithal, you can at least be their friend, be their spokesperson, be their hands and feet and eyes and ears. That's what you're doing. You're being God's friend when you do that. By being a friend to humanity, your brothers and sisters, and understand that you're gonna suffer. It's in the air, it's in the atmosphere. Just like I started this video talking about driving. It's that atmosphere out there on the highway when people are uptight and stressed out, and you can see it in the way they drive. And if you look at their expressions, their minds are small at that time. And it's the same thing in this world. When you're lost in space, you're lost in space. And if you don't care about the downtrodden, if you don't care about those that are fleeing war-torn countries, if you don't care about those that are going to die out in the bushes tonight or are going to kill themselves under the weight of oppression, all the misery and suffering that's going on all around you, unnecessary, totally unnecessary, totally invented, engineered by our beloved overlords, okay? Then, you need to do something, okay? That's what it comes down to. We all need to do something. We all need to speak out in behalf of somebody in order that we can find happiness someday. I may not find happiness, complete happiness in this world because I'm stressed out. I walk around with a lot of stress because I'm tired of witnessing this crime take place and the criminals just go skating, totally unblemished, unpunished up at the very top. And then we want to look at the effect of what these criminals create, this misery they create, by looking at these cities that, like in Baltimore and Ferguson. We want to look at these riots and this anarchy, and look at the effect. Look at the effect. These people love it. Detour. Go ahead, waste your energy, dissipate your energy looking at the effect. But humanity is like a chain, and there are weak links in that chain. Everybody understands this theory, okay? And that's all it shows. That's the criminals. I'm not condoning crime when I point out that a large sector of the people in the jails are because they're in there for crimes of financial desperation. This is just a matter of fact. I'm not making it up. The dubious war. These people aren't going to get us to go fight their dubious wars. This gives them control and power. It makes them relevant, okay? And it diverts the attention off of them. It deflects it off of them and onto us. Look at the effects. Look at what these criminals are doing. No, this is what these people do. We're just being made and molded in their image and likeness. Monsters, miserable piss ants, okay? Dog eat dog, social Darwinism, rat race, survival of the strongest. That's what we're being turned into. Survival of the meanest, the most cunning and crafty, the most shrewd and evil. That's what we're being turned into. And I, for one, say no. I don't care what it does to my countenance. I know. I see the lines in my face, the deep furrows in my brow. I know it. What am I supposed to do? Lie to myself? I can't. No, I won't sell my soul. I won't compromise my soul. I want to be somebody. I've got to be somebody in His eyes. That's the only way I'm useful to anybody else out there. And so the stuff I'm pushing, I'm trying to do it in a way that's that's attractive, where you want that thing. It's because it's about joy. It's about happiness, about peace of mind. And feeling good about yourself and feeling like you deserve good karma. And when you think about anybody, even your enemies, they can't detest you for speaking the truth, because you're being their friend too. You're saying, come out of Babylon, repent, or go to hell. I'm saying, hey, you can still go to paradise, man. You could go to a really nice world where everybody's free, full prosperity and security. No more violence, no more war, no more unnecessary bloodshed, okay? No more debt, no more misery and suffering, unnecessary stuff, okay? You're still going to have diseases and perhaps and natural disasters. You got death and all this stuff, but the other stuff is gone, and we're free. We're no more beholden to the money masters in this money-based false reality, pseudo-reality that we're all foisted into from birth. So that's what I would encourage anybody to do, okay? And so I guess I've named the 3 classes, and the deceived, I think, is, you know, a large segment, because people really just don't understand fundamental economics. If they understood fundamental economics, they would understand how everything ties into money. They would understand what Jesus meant when he said, the love of money is a root of all evil. And these people are the master money lovers at the very top. Remember that tiny cadre of really evil people. These are the master money lovers, and we're being turned into, they're doing that to us. They're making us love money. And the things that we love most, like I said in my last video, we fear most, that we revere most. The things that we need most, we revere most, we love most, okay? It's all interrelated. And the money, being that it represents any commodities, that includes food and water and housing, all the services you could want out there is just concentrated in that money. You see, it's really like sorcery, and we've really got to get away from it. It's an ungodly invention. It is no more about facilitating exchange than anything else that could be used. Wampum, okay? It's a creation of the devil. This is how we're all being taken, and we've got to get out of it. We've got to understand it can be tied into everything. All the problems can be tied into this. You understand? Everything, every single evil out there. Because you know what? I'm just quoting Jesus. This is the root of not some of the evil, it's all of the evil. Okay? And the only way out of darkness, the only way out of Babylon, the only way to freedom for humanity is to find our way off the junk. Okay? And it is like a drug. It's like we're all on this heroin, this mainlining the money. We love the money, right? This is logical. This is what we should do. This is reasonable. That's pragmatic. That's practical. That's common sense. Go get a good education and go get a good job and make a lot of money and save up. Okay, this is what, right? Isn't this how we've been trained to believe? This is what it's all about. It's all about the money. But we've got to change our minds. We've got to say, God, help me and help us to do this collectively as a family. Because like that term or not, collective, humanity is a collective. We're one family. And the way to find true happiness, to find true joy, is to join together and care about the least of men. To see poverty as a blight, a scourge on humanity that these people have put upon us. This yoke of burden, okay? And that we've got to bind the wounds where we're hemorrhaging. That's at the people at the bottom. Okay, so before you want to blame these people for the welfare state, understand who did this to us. Learn about the Cloward and Piven strategy, how that they create poverty through the debasement of the currency, through that's unsound currency. Why does your cost of living go up instead of down? Why have I watched that for over 50 years? Okay, in a couple of weeks I'll be 57 years old. My whole life, as far back as I remember, I've had to watch this thing unfold. Watch my money be less day by day, worth less day by day, to where now, literally, without using hyperbole, 50 years ago, the equivalent buying power of $1 is $20 today at least. So you wonder what minimum wage should be now? Okay, well, let me tell you folks, it depends on where you live. Okay, it should be based on the cost of purchasing a home in your locale. I'm going to find out what the median price for a home is, do the math, and calculate. That's what we need to reset economic reality, reset wages, reset the work week. Short of doing that, folks, I just say put your hope in the Lord, because that's where my hope is. I really don't see humanity getting it together. I don't see that we're going to hire an elected politician that's going to fix things. I see that our only hope is that God is going to help us, and that that's not too far away, because I really hate to see unnecessary human suffering. I don't care whose it is, but I feel it. If other people are getting it, I'm feeling it. Anyhow, you have a great day, huh? We'll talk to you again sometime soon, I hope.